managing fame, raising 4 kids, and constantly being dragged into online drama by your ex-husband. Let's break down what's really going on here because this is more than just a health update. This is a woman reaching her breaking point under relentless public pressure. Kim's stress reportedly stems from multiple sources: her never-ending divorce from Kanye West, the emotional toll of parenting 4 children in the public eye, and of course, the constant headlines that seem to twist her every move. In the new season, Kim opens up to producers, explaining that she's been struggling with psoriasis, a chronic autoimmune condition that causes red, scaly patches on the skin. She's talked about this before, but this time she connects it directly to stress. And honestly, that connection makes sense. Psoriasis flare-ups are scientifically linked to stress. So when Kim says she's under immense pressure, it's not just emotional or mental, it's physical too. Kim then talks about the ongoing tension with her ex-husband, Kanye West, who, earlier this year, claimed that Kim wouldn't allow him to see their 4 kids. But Kim denies this completely. She says, "It's very confusing because there's all this talk online that I'm keeping the kids, and yet he's never once called to ask." She adds, "Then I'll wake up and it's on Twitter that I'm keeping the kids. I can't engage all the time." And that statement, "I can't engage all the time," really shows how she's trying to protect her mental health. She's choosing not to respond to every rumor, not to react to every accusation. But that doesn't mean the words don't hurt. It's one thing to have random internet trolls talk about you. It's another when the father of your children is the one fueling the narrative. What's interesting is that even after everything, the divorce, the custody drama, the social media chaos, Kim rarely fights back publicly. She's often portrayed as being in control, but behind that composure, it's clear she's breaking under the weight of constant speculation. And let's be real, the internet hasn't been kind. Every time she's seen at an event or posts a photo, there's a wave of commentary. Why isn't she with her kids? Is she working too much? Is she doing this for attention? No matter what she does, there's always judgment. Let's take a moment to talk about the bigger picture because Kim's story isn't just celebrity drama. It's also about what happens when the line between fame and privacy completely disappears. For over 15 years, Kim Kardashian has been one of the most famous women on the planet. She's built a billion-dollar empire from her name. But what we often forget is that behind the brand, there's still a human being who feels pressure, anxiety, and pain. The aneurysm scare shows that even someone who appears to have it all isn't immune to the effects of stress. And let's be honest, Kim's stress didn't start overnight. Think back to her marriage with Kanye. When they first got together, it was like a fairy tale: fashion, fame, luxury. They were Hollywood's power couple. But as the years went by, things started to unravel publicly. Kanye's unpredictable behavior, from controversial statements to public rants, often put Kim in uncomfortable positions. She tried to protect his privacy, even defending him when she didn't have to. But by 2021, it was clear the marriage had taken a toll on her emotionally. The divorce was finalized in 2022, but the public fallout never really stopped. Every few months, Kanye posts something new, reigniting the drama, and Kim's name trends all over again. This constant roller coaster isn't just gossip, it's a cycle of emotional exhaustion. Think about it, co-parenting is already hard for regular people. Now imagine doing it under the watchful eye of millions. Every word, every photo, every decision becomes a headline. And when Kanye accuses Kim of things like keeping the kids or trying to control the narrative, it doesn't just affect Kim, it affects their children too. Kim's biggest challenge right now seems to be balancing strength and vulnerability. She's strong enough to run a global empire from Skims to SKKN to her criminal justice work, but she's also vulnerable enough to admit that she's struggling. In the upcoming season of The Kardashians, she seems to be peeling back more layers than ever before. There's a scene where she breaks down, saying she feels like no matter what she does, it's never enough. And that's something so many people can relate to, especially women trying to juggle everything. The topic of stress-induced illness has been a recurring theme for Kim. She's mentioned before that when she's under pressure, her psoriasis flares up, sometimes covering her legs and stomach, and even affecting her confidence. Now, with talk of an aneurysm scare, it's clear the stress has reached a new level. And while she didn't go into full medical detail in the teaser, fans are understandably concerned. Because an aneurysm, even a small one, is serious. It's a reminder that constant emotional strain can have real physical consequences. What makes Kim's situation even harder is that she doesn't get to heal in private. When most people go through tough times, a breakup, a health scare, a custody dispute, they have the space to process it quietly. Kim doesn't have that luxury. Everything she does becomes a headline. If she takes a break, she's hiding. If she smiles at an event, she's faking it. There's no winning. And while some critics accuse her of oversharing, let's not forget, the Kardashian show is how she's always expressed her truth. For her, filming isn't just about fame anymore. It's therapy. It's her way of taking control of her own story before someone else twists it. So when she decides to share a personal moment like this, a health scare tied to stress, it's not for ratings. It's her way of saying, I'm human too. Another layer to this is Kim's evolving image. She's no longer the party girl from the early 2000s, or just the reality star known for glamour and scandals. She's a businesswoman, a mother, and an advocate. But with that evolution comes new expectations, and sometimes harsher criticism. People expect her to be flawless, poised, unshakable. And that's an impossible standard. So when she admits to feeling overwhelmed, it's actually refreshing. It reminds everyone that even billionaires aren't immune to burnout. Behind the scenes, people close to Kim say she's been focusing on mindfulness, therapy, and maintaining structure in her life. She reportedly starts her mornings early with meditation, followed by exercise, and dedicates time each day to her kids before diving into work meetings. But even with all that discipline, she can't escape the emotional noise, especially saying yes to every opportunity. She's reportedly turning down projects that don't align with her peace or her priorities. And honestly, that's a smart move, because no amount of success is worth sacrificing your health. One of the most powerful moments in the preview is when Kim says, "People think I can just walk away." It's a reminder that even when you have money and fame, life's challenges don't just disappear. Stress doesn't care about status. And that's what makes this new season of the Kardashians feel different, more raw, more reflective. Fans online are already flooding social media with messages of support. Many are praising Kim for being vulnerable, while others are urging her to take a long break from the spotlight. A popular comment reads, "Kim doesn't need to prove anything anymore. She's already built her empire. Now she needs peace." And that sentiment seems to be echoed everywhere. But knowing Kim, peace won't mean disappearing. It'll mean redefining balance, setting her own pace, choosing what matters, and protecting her energy. After all, she's not just a celebrity, she's a mother of four, a business leader, and a woman navigating one of the most public lives in the world. If anyone deserves to slow down and focus on healing, it's her. In recent interviews, Kim has said she's proud of how far she's come emotionally. She's no longer reactive. Instead of firing back online or engaging in drama, she's learning to let silence be her response. And that's growth. The truth is, fame has its perks, but it also comes with invisible wounds. Kim's health scare is a wake-up call for her fans, her critics, and even other celebrities. Stress is real, and ignoring it only makes things worse. Whether it's through therapy, boundaries, or simply stepping away, healing has to come first. As the Kardashians season 7 unfolds, we'll likely see more of this new version of Kim, reflective, strong, but still human. And while viewers tune in for the glamour and the gossip, what keeps them watching is her resilience. Love her or not, Kim Kardashian has always found a way to turn vulnerability into strength. In one behind-the-scenes clip, she's heard saying, "I just want peace." Simple words, but after everything she's been through, divorce, stress, health scares, public judgment, peace might be the hardest thing to find. Still, there's something inspiring about watching her keep going. Whether she's at the Met Gala, in court fighting for prison reform, or just at home with her kids, Kim continues to show that grace and ambition can coexist even when the world is watching every move. So as fans wait for the rest of the season, one thing's clear. This isn't about drama anymore. It's about resilience. Kim Kardashian isn't just surviving the chaos, she's learning how to thrive despite it. And maybe that's the message we can all take away no matter what life throws at you. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is keep showing up, take care of yourself, and remember that peace is the real success. Even though the world might only see the glitz and luxury, Kim's openness about her struggles reminds us that everyone, no matter how powerful, battles something behind the scenes. Stress doesn't discriminate. So whether it's her health, her family, or her future, Kim seems to be choosing herself now. And that's something worth respecting. As we head deeper into the season, we'll see how Kim continues to handle her health journey, co-parenting dynamics, and the pressures of fame. But one thing's for sure, this chapter feels different. It's not about headlines. It's about healing. Because at the end of the day, when the cameras stop rolling, the makeup comes off, and the spotlight fades, Kim Kardashian is just a woman trying to protect her peace. And maybe that's her most relatable moment yet. If you've ever felt like you had to stay strong when life kept throwing challenges your way, you'll understand what Kim's going through. Behind the designer clothes and billion-dollar brands, she's reminding us of something simple but powerful. Health is wealth. Peace is power. And for Kim, the next era might not be about fame, it might just be about freedom.